Railroad project has people living north of Bonners Ferry crying foul tonight. That railroad is looking at a site along Moyie River Road about 20 miles north of Bonners Ferry. The company wants to build a 2-mile-long siding to the current line, and that would allow trains to pass each other. The site, though, not sitting well with about 40 homeowners nearby. KXLY4's John Hendricks traveled to North Idaho. Tonight, though, he's live in Spokane Valley at Union Pacific's office. And John, you know, they've had trains there for years, so why are people concerned about this project?
Well, Nadine, one of the biggest concerns is that added train traffic and the weight that those trains bring with them. Those up there fear that it could do some ecological damage to a place, then force them to leave a place that they've been for ever.
Off the beaten path in a secluded valley in North Idaho.
Peaceful and quiet and beautiful.
You'll find towering mountains and the wandering Moyie River. And from time to time, the sound of a passing train.
We've always had the railroad, which was no problem.
Barbara Nagel and her husband have lived here for more than 30 years. They're one of several homeowners who are concerned that a slice of heaven is in jeopardy. Union Pacific is in the permitting process for a new rail siding project. The Nagels say, if approved, their driveway would be extended another 600 feet.
My husband and I are in our 70s. We don't... Just maintaining what we've got has been a lot of fun.
She worries that come winter, when the snow piles up in feet, they won't be able to keep the driveway clear for first responders.
Our equipment's getting old. We're getting old. It's something that you don't plan to have more driveway when you've lived at a place for 30 or 60 years, you know.
When we retired, this was the place we knew that we wanted to be.
Across the street, Susan Martindale and her husband worry the weight of the idling trains will disrupt the shallow water table and wreak havoc on their well and septic system.
If these things fail, we have no alternative. There's no other place to put these things, which would virtually render our house uninhabitable.
Those who live in the peaceful valley feel their voices aren't being heard. They're worried if the project moves forward, their way of life as they know it will change forever.
They say that this is a straight stretch and it's optimal for them, but it certainly is not optimal for us, the people that actually live along here year-round, 365 days a year.
Now, neighbors of that project are pretty confident that if a thorough environmental assessment is done on the project, that those permits will not be granted. The bottom line is they'd like to see this project moved elsewhere. Now, I did reach out to Union Pacific today, and in a statement, they told me Union Pacific has chosen this location because of the benefits it offers to our rail network and the safe, efficient movement of freight through the area. The email goes on to read Union Pacific will not discuss any alternate sites not involved in the current permitting process. Now, it is important to note that the railroad says that they are in the beginning stages of getting these permits. There's still a long way to go. Reporting live tonight, John Hendricks, KXLY 4 News.